Tonight we weave a tale born from sorrow and necessity. It is a story of a father's desperation to protect that which most matters to him, as it is caught in the cruel tides of fate. It is a story of sacrifice, of hope, hidden in the shadows of loss. Gather and listen closely, for you see, this is a tale of a brilliant inventor. Yes, it's finally done, exclaimed the inventor, his eyes alight with triumph. They all said it was impossible, but I've done it. I've brought my creation to life. It may be a prototype, but still one step closer to my ultimate goal. He turned towards the massive figure as it stood before him, its frame gleaming faintly in the dim light of the workshop. Now, let's wake you up. Testing, testing. One, two, three. Can you hear me? Do you see how many fingers I'm holding? Hmm. Is your voice module malfunctioning? If you understand me, please nod your head. The golem's massive head nodded in affirmation, a deliberate motion that seemed both mechanical and profound. Its blank, mechanical face contrasted sharply with the whirlwind of emotions swirling within its creator, and with that single gesture, life flickered, forging a bridge between the realm of innovation and existence. Frowning slightly, the inventor studied the golden system. Fascinating. From what I'm seeing, there shouldn't be any issues with your voice module. Oh well, perhaps it just needs time to synchronize with your system. Lowering his tools, his expression softened as he stared at the golem. He uttered a few simple words. At least you're functional. You don't know how much your existence means to me. His voice trembled slightly as he stepped back, his gaze distant. Once I've perfected you, you'll be the guardian angel my poor child deserves. For you see, she was born with a fragile heart, unable to care for herself. I fear that, when my time will come, there'll be no one there left to protect her. And that is why you're built. Pausing, his voice faltered, almost breaking. If only my wife. He stopped, shaking his head. No, what's past is past. I'll see you tomorrow, my friend. Sleep well. The curator's footsteps echoed as he left, leaving the golem amidst the quiet hum of the workshop. Shadows danced across the walls, bearing witness to the unspoken emotions that hung heavy in the air. Left alone, the golem began processing the fragments of knowledge its creator had programmed within it. With every passing moment, its purpose as a caregiver grew clearer. Yet questions lingered. How can I protect without arms to defend? No, to be held on to in times of need. How can I comfort without a voice? How can I truly fulfill what he asked of me? Wondered the golem. The next morning, as he entered the workshop, the inventor smiled warmly. Good morning, my friend. How was your first night? Spectacular? Strange? As he chuckled softly, he approached the golem. You're still not speaking, hmm? Let's take another look. As he tinkered with the golem systems, he gestured to a nearby TV. See this? Your voice module is working. It's producing sound when connected. Maybe it just needs more time to adjust. Lifting a small mechanism, his grin widened. For now, Let's work on something else. This will connect to your back and serve two purposes. It'll help you recharge by connecting to any outlet and also allow you to interact with your environment. You can think of these appendages as temporary arms to help you lift and touch items, and also as a mechanism to charge yourself. I know, not ideal, but it'll do until I'm finished with your arms. The inventor's voice brimmed with pride as he worked, every moment a testament to his determination. The golem, though silent, observed his creator closely, absorbing every detail. Yet it wondered, why hasn't he brought his daughter here? Is it fear that she might reject me? Or is there something greater at play? These questions remained unspoken, locked within its mechanical frame, waiting for a voice to give them life. Rubbing his temples as exhaustion crept into his voice. Time flies, doesn't it? The night's already here, and I haven't even completed one arm. Smiling faintly, he glanced at the golem. It's harder than I thought, making them strong enough to protect, yet gentle enough to comfort. It was quite simpler with those appendages on your back. Sighing, he began packing up his tools. I must head home now. My little son is waiting, and the babysitter is ready to leave. Rest well, my friend. Tomorrow I'll try again. The golem watched as its creator left, the dim light fading as the door clicked shut. Turning its gaze skyward, it observed the stars, their unique brilliance, both a comfort and mystery. If his daughter already has a caregiver, why was I made? It pondered. Am I a safeguard against the future he fears? Or am I something more? A creation born from both love and necessity? As the night came to an end, the light of a new dawn enters the room. As the door burst open, the inventor stumbled, battered and bruised, cradling a small child in his arms. I'm sorry, your introduction has to be under these circumstances, but I have no choice. His voice shook as he spoke. They've discovered your existence. They stop at nothing to exploit you, to turn you into a weapon of war. I won't let that happen, not after what they took from me. Looking down at his daughter, who stirred slightly in her sleep, his voice cracked. Please, take, take her and flee to the forest. I've pre-programmed coordinates into your system. There's a hut there, equipped with everything you'll need to care for her. Keep her safe no matter what. With tears in his eyes, he whispered, my little son, I'm leaving you with this kind giant. But don't worry, you'll see me again. Soon. To the golem, he said, please, record this message for her. Protect her with everything you have. And done. As the message ended, it felt the weight of its creator's words settle within it, a purpose now etched into its being. The golem gently cradled the sleeping child as his purpose shifted from a concept into a living, breathing truth. It turned its gaze to the creator one last time, its eyes glowing, locking with his, with a rusty, mechanical voice. I hope you stay safe, creator. There is so much I wish to ask you, and so much more I wish to learn. Until we meet again. Thank you for making me. Forcing a smile. Ah, you can speak now. How wonderful. I look forward to answering all your questions someday. It's great that you're able to talk now. When she wakes up, you two will be able to talk with one another, engage in small yet enjoyable conversations. I'm sure of it. Now, take her and go. I have some things I must take care of. At the end of this simple yet fleeting moment, the golem stepped out into the night, the child safe in its appendages. Behind them, the creator remained standing alone in the empty workshop, filled with memories of his many inventions and the moments he spent with his wife. The room was eerily silent, save for the soft crack of wood as he opened a drawer. From within it, he retrieved a match, a can of gasoline, and a pendant. His hand trembled, but his resolve never wavered. Carefully, he soaked his notes, blueprints, and inventions with the fuel. Stepping outside, he struck the match, the small flame trembling against the night breeze. With a heavy sigh, he tossed it inside. The fire roared to life, consuming years of labor, passion, and hope. From afar, the adventurer would watch as the blaze rise, consuming the hut, its fire glow reflecting in his weary eyes. He could see lights in the distance. His pursuers were closing in. He turned around, disappearing into the shadow depths of the forest. As he reached a specific clearing, the noise of his pursuers fading behind him, he stopped and pulled a pendant from his pocket. As he looked at it fondly, he whispered, "My love, my life, my beautiful star in the night sky that watches over me and our little son high above," as he whispered, his voice cracking under the weight of his emotion. "I'm sorry, I won't be able to take care of her properly now, but one day, fate has it, we'll meet again. So please, watch over me as I guide them far away from our little son." He clutched the pendant to his chest, his tears glistening in the moonlight. With renewed determination, he vanished deeper into the forest, drawing the enemy far from his daughter and the golem. And so, as the night gave way to the first light of dawn, the golem continued his journey beneath the sheltering canopy of the forest. As the child steered, her soft voice broke the gentle silence of the dawn, marking the beginning of a new day. As she awoke, she rubbed her eyes, and there before her stood the mighty golem. Confused by his presence, she said in a soft yet frightened voice, "Hi, I saw you before in my father's lab. He said you'd help me. Where is he? Where's my dad? What is this place? What are you? Do you have a name? He never told me what you were when I asked. He said that I'll know soon enough. So, could you please tell me?" With a gentle and resonant voice, "Little one, I am so glad you are awake. I am a golem created by your father to care for and protect you. As for my name," as he pauses, even though he's a mechanical being, a hint of wistfulness can be felt within his tone. "Your father has not given me one yet. This place is a safe haven, a hut in the forest, equipped with everything we need. As for your father," the golem activates the recorded message, replaying the father's loving words. Message from Creator. "Hello, my little son. If you're hearing this, you must be wondering why I'm not with you. I'm so sorry, my dear. If you're hearing this, you must be wondering why I'm not with you. I'm so sorry, my dear. There are bad people who want to harm us, but this wonderful being, this wonderful golem, will protect you, my little son. Listen to him, stay close, and be brave. I love you more than words can say. No matter where I am, I'm always with you." The child listened, her eyes wide, filling with tears, as her father's voice echoed throughout the hut. When the message ended, she reached out to the golem, her small hands clutching its leg. Without hesitation, the golem responded, kneeling down, wrapping its appendages around her in a comforting embrace. Beneath the warm golden light of dawn, the young child found solace in the golem's embrace, their shared journey marking the beginning of a tale filled with hope. Or so the book says. There is a reason one's tale ends up within its passages, though it may be sad. One can only hope in the end they got their happy ending. Even I, the keeper of the book, do not know what fate has befell them, but maybe one day the book will reveal it to us. Until then, I hope we'll meet again.